Okay, you guys. All right, so there we go. Okay, so I think you guys can see it. So this article, chess deserves more recognition as a sport. Hi YouTube. Hi, chess in prison. Yes. So this is an article from September 17, 2020. I came across it yesterday when I was reading it. So I want to talk a little bit about what you guys think about chess and whether it should be a sport or not a sport. So let's read this article. Okay, there's some picture of some weirdo here, whatever he is, with his stupid Red Bull can, this weird orange shirt. I mean, look at this weirdo. All right, no watch though. No flexing of the watch. No flexing of the watch. To be fair to this guy. Okay, let's keep going. All right. No, I saw it on Facebook. A friend of mine posted this article. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's scroll down. So here is a thought. Exercise. What is the first thing that pops in your mind when you read the word sport? Got it. Good. Because I'd be willing to bet all the money on my J card. Sorry, first of all, what is a J card? I actually don't know what a J card is. Can someone tell me what a J card is? So a J card is $13.10. That chess was not the sport you had in mind. John Hopkins card? Oh, it's a John Hopkins card. Okay. All right, okay. For those unaware with the rules of the game, here is a quick rundown. There are 16 pieces on the 64 square board for each player, 8 pawns, 2 knights, 2 bishops, 2 rooks, 1 queen, and 1 king. Of those 6 different classifications, each moves uniquely. For example, the queen can move any direction for any number of squares, while a pawn can only move forward 1 square at a time, unless the pawn has not moved yet. Then it can move forward 2 squares. The object of the game is, the object of the game is simple. Use your pieces to trap your opponent's king, which is called checkmate. Some may have a problem with the premise of chess as a sport. Chess.com itself, a website where people around the world can play and discuss the game with each other, admits in a blog post that chess is technically not a sport under the dictionary.com definition. But the same post lists the sport-like aspects of the centuries-old game. Despite remaining seated, grandmasters, the highest title a player can receive, can burn upwards of 6,000 calories a day playing in tournaments. Some games can last up to 9 hours, requiring the utmost concentration. In its nature, the game demands 2 players to outthink each other for tactical advantages on the board. Players study for hours different lines of outcomes to best prepare for their opponents, much like a basketball team would study film before a big game. And while dictionary.com might object, the International Olympic Committee recognizes chess as a sport, though it is not included in the games yet. Chess may not be as closely associated with sports like basketball, hockey, or football, but it has a quality that those sports do not have: accessibility during the pandemic. While the International Chess Federation did stop its major candidates tournament halfway through, top players continue to stay engaged with the game on platforms like YouTube and Twitch. Number one classical player in the world, Magnus Carlsen, held his chess tour invitational online with much success as he took on Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura in a best-of-7 set final last month. That event raked in nearly 200,000 viewers. International Masters, a title that is a touch bit lower than Grandmaster, but still very high, a title that is a touch bit lower than a Grandmaster, but still very high. Levi Rosman and Eric Rosen have posted their own commentaries and analysis of games that have been a wealth of chess knowledge for amateurs like me. And speaking of amateurs, the game seems to be thriving among that group around this time. This New York Times article details how more players around the globe have taken to joining online chess clubs. In June, Chess.com hosted the PogChamps tournament where popular Twitch streamers left their respective comfort zones to face off against each other. Of course, chess is a game that has been popular for far longer than its recent spurt of growth. According to this article, there are over 600 million active users around the globe, and the game is making its way outside its niche and through the realm of esports, as shown by the PogChamps tournament. In addition, Nakamura, who has over 500,000 followers on Twitch, made headlines at the end of last month when he joined Team Solo Mid, an organization that has brought in over $6 million over 576 gaming tournaments. No audio, or is it just me? It's just you. Keep scrolling down. Let me go here. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So popularity is less of an issue here. The problem is that people both within and outside of chess circle fail to view it as a sport. I get it. The definition of a sport can be vague. and under some, the game of chess may not perfectly align, but physically and mentally may not align, but physically and mentally demanding as well as accessible during a pandemic, and to players of all skill levels, chess deserves more respect. While I don't expect to see it on primetime ESPN anytime soon, my hope is that more people will recognize chess for what it is, a bona fide sport. So what do you guys think, I guess, is the first question, in general terms, just to get some idea. Is chess a sport or not a sport? It is a sport. Since you can lose weight while playing chess, it definitely is a sport. ESPN the Ocho, though, right? Yeah, so, I mean, I think there's a mix. I think it's certainly probably in between. It's a mind sport more than like a physical sport, but I think it's kind of in between. So that's the first article that I wanted to read. Let me pop up another article as well. Let's pop this one up now. So here's the next article, and this article is chess a sport? Now, this is an old article, to be fair. This was written on February 3rd of this year, but it's still, I think, an interesting article to go through. I guess we're going to run a poll. Let's run a poll. Is chess a sport? Let's see. 61% of you are saying it is a sport. 26% say it is not. 10% say undecided. Now tuning into ESPN Chess Sports. Let's see. Polls are fake news. Good one. Good one. I mean, so is chess an e-sport or it's a sport, or what do you guys think? I mean, because I think it falls in, it's like, it's weird because it falls under like every category. That's the thing. Chess is not a sport. Chess is life. Yep. Let's see. Okay, 62% of you saying it is a sport. 30% say it's not a sport. And 9% of you guys are undecided. So, okay, so there we have the final results. Okay, so 62% of you, or 490 voters, say chess is a sport. 29%, or 229 voters, say it is not a sport. 9%, or 67 votes, say undecided. Okay, interesting. All right, so let's keep going then. Is chess a sport? Okay, scroll down. No, chess is not a sport. No, chess is not a sport. Dictionary.com defines sport as an athletic activity requiring skill or physical prowess, and often of a competitive nature. As the basis of chess competition is not athletic, most persons do not define chess as a sport. However, chess is like a sport in many ways. Here are 10 ways. Here are 10. Number 1, chess is physically demanding. Chess players do not compete based on athletic prowess, but it is essential for elite chess players to be in excellent physical shape. Games between elite players, at least in classical chess, can often last between 7, 8, or even 9 hours. The slightest mistake means instant defeat if a player's concentration lapses. Here is world champion Bobby Fischer discussing fitness prior to his world championship match with Bobby Fischer. Okay, so fair. I think that's pretty fair in terms of point. If you lapped, you make a blunder, you lose the game. It's just that simple. Now it is classical chess, but let's keep scrolling down. Okay, number 2. Chess is competitive. Anyone who has played a chess game has felt the drive to win. The experience of sitting across the board from a fierce opponent as your clock ticks down and the game becomes more complex is as tense an experience as there is. Here is a nail-biting finale between world champion Magnus Carlsen and his fierce rival Levon Aronian. So how long is this video? Oh, it's too long, but let's go to let's go here. Let's watch last minute. And this is a drawn endgame, by the way, but I think there's a blunder here by Magnus very deep in this game. Right. But now Rook F8. Yeah, Rook F8, and now Lev is... I think it still might be a draw, but it's very tricky. And Magnus missed Rook F8, as you can tell, based on the way that he starts thinking there. Good move. No, but now Rook A5. And there you guys go, and that's a draw. So, yep, draw, exactly. But that was pretty nerve-wracking. That was nervous. You can't follow it sideways? Okay. Let's keep going. Number 3, chess demands skills. Elite chess players spend a lifetime honing their craft, practicing openings, studying endgames, solving studies, and much more. The regimen of a professional chess player is every bit as demanding as that of a professional athlete. So there's this post by US Chess. When they're eating, I'm working. When they're working, I'm working. When they're sleeping, I'm working. So this is I think James Canty. I believe he's a FIDE master at the moment. He's trying to become a grandmaster, as you can tell from at GM Canty. He's not quite there yet, unlike Hans, who is basically there now. But anyway, you see a lot of chess books here, and certainly he is studying the game of chess. And it's very true that that you do have to put in a lot of work. Oh, he's a national master? Okay. But anyway, I think you guys get the point. Just a lot of chess books, a lot of studying. Okay, so let's keep going down. Next point. Let's go to number 4. Chess players practice sportsmanship. Okay, let's see what this point is. Etiquette is extremely important in chess. Before and after every chess game, players are required to shake hands regardless of the result. It is traditional to wish your opponent good luck before the game and to thank them for the game afterwards. Etiquette in chess derives from a deep respect for your opponent, for their ideas, and for the fact that a brilliant game requires a worthy opponent. Every minor breach of etiquette can induce severe penalties, such as when GM Ivan Cheparinov refused to shake GM Nigel Short's hand and was thereafter forfeited. Okay, so let's watch this video very briefly. What if I don't want viruses on my hand, right? Okay. We're not going to watch the whole video, but just a little bit.
Nigel Short, you just won your game against Cheparinov in a very odd manner. What happened?
Well, yeah, it was a fairly short game. It was my quickest game so far. So I came to the board and I opened 1e4. My opponent was not there. He arrived after a few minutes, sat down. I was standing up at the time. He sat down and quickly played c5. I came back to the board immediately because I was nearby, and I stood there offering my hand to him. And he was very pointedly looking down, sort of at his score sheet, somehow down out of the way. So I'm standing there for quite some time with my hand. It's very clear that he didn't want to shake my hands, but just for clarity, I sat down at the board, waited for some time until I caught his eye. Then I put my hand across, and he sort of shrugged or, just indicated he wasn't going to shake hands.
He refused to shake hands?
Yeah, he refused to shake hands. And so I then informed the arbiters, one of whom had seen the situation, and I claimed a win.
Because recently there has been published a new rule on the FIDE website?
That's correct. Yeah, that it's...
what does it mean?
Well, the rules states that if you refuse to shake hands, this is punishable with an immediate forfeit.
It's already in the official rules?
Yeah, it's a presidential board decision, and it's on behavior, and I think it appeared in June of last year.
And the arbiters were aware of this?
No.
No?
No.
What happened?
Well, all right. Well, I don't want to waste too much time, because obviously we have to start very soon. So I'm just going to finish up this article. But yes, you do have to take the hand. If you don't take the hand, then you can lose the game. Okay, so let's keep going. Number 5, chess is recognized as a sport. The International Olympic Committee has recognized chess as a sport. While this acknowledgement falls shy of recognition as an Olympic sport, which would merit its inclusion in the games, it is an acknowledgement of the sport-like properties inherent in chess. Fair. Number 6, chess is universal. Chess is played by roughly 600 million people around the world. Its ubiquity serves as a commonality between people of different languages, cultures, and backgrounds, allowing an international communication and camaraderie that is often associated with sport. Also true. Let's keep going. Number 7. Chess is a mind sport. Excuse me. According to Wikipedia, a mind sport is a game or skill a game of skill where the mental exercise component is more significant than the physical. Chess is a challenge of the mind, but it also challenges the mind, pushing humans to new intellectual feats and developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Okay, that's fair. Of course, there's the Garry Kasparov quote, few things are as psychologically brutal as chess. Very true. Okay, let's go down to number 8. Chess inspires national fervor. Perhaps the peak of sporting pleasure is witnessing your countrymen and women compete for national glory in the Olympics or the World Cup. Chess has similarly fueled people's national imagination, such as when Bobby Fischer challenged Boris Spassky for the World Championship in 1972. At the height of the Cold War, this competition between an American and a Soviet player was watched by millions around the world in the USA. Fischer mania. Also true. Let's go down to number 9. Number 9. Chess has doping controls. Like most major sports, chess players in major events are tested for substances that may provide them a competitive advantage. It is debatable if any substances could aid a player. Instead, chess players are much more concerned about cheating via computer assistance. Also very, very valid. Number 10, giant bullet chess. This is definitely a sport. So I guess we have time, so let's watch just a little bit of this video.
Welcome everybody, it's rematch time. If you didn't watch last year's videos, then you don't know that it took Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, the stud that he is, #1 player in France, and just finished having a pretty good Sinquefield Cup. You feel good about your performance?
Yeah,
I hope you do.
It was fine.
It's not gonna go well here today. It's not gonna go well for you right here.
It's gonna get ugly, but not for the guy who thinks.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see. He came athletically prepared today. If you haven't, back up right now, click the link, and watch him in skinny jeans. He did beat me, but I don't think we're gonna have the same result this time. We've added 1 second to the clock. A 1 second increment makes for a higher quality chess game. This is the World Championship of Giant Blitz, whether he likes it or not, because I said so.
All right.
And ready, set, go. Game 1. Game 1 is off. Are you playing the French? Oh, wait, the worst. Wait.
No, but that's not.
What are you doing? You're playing the worst opening ever. Oh my gosh. What is this? What do you think of me?
No giant clock, no giant clock, true.
I'm not just here for your enjoyment. Maxime, I'm gonna beat you in this bad opening. Playing the French. You gotta be kidding me. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. I'll play there. What do you want? You want to take it? No? You don't want none of this? What's going on with the time? What's going on with the time? I don't even know. Watch out, there's pieces flying. Rekarovka.
Fix.
Fix. Okay, what's going on? You're so much more athletic than I remember you were.
So anyway, you guys,
you were just slow last time.
I'll stop this in 1 second, but
How's that going? How's that going?
yeah, I mean, skip to the ending. You want to see the win? I mean, the result is I think that Maxime wins. Let me just go to the end. Let me go back here.
Real good. Game 1. Going to the prodigal son.
Yeah, fuck.
Look at the clock. Whoa. Wait for game 2, baby.
Yeah, Danny won. Yeah, Danny won that game. So anyway, just thought I'd finish. So obviously, we're gonna be starting very soon. But yeah, pretty good stuff. I mean, I think there's a mix between whether you could say it is or it isn't. But yeah, the F word, right? But good stuff, very good. And so just thought I would show you these articles. Now,